As winter sets in and the frost starts to appear on the ground, it is not uncommon to see the occasional, unexpected tire pressure warning. It's all physics though. As a general rule, air-filled tires are subject to a pressure decrease of almost 2 pounds for every 10 degrees Celsius drop in temperature. Given that tires also lose pressure naturally over time, and people are less inclined to go out in the cold to top up their tires, what might have been perfectly inflated a few months ago could now have fallen below the threshold that triggers a low pressure warning on the dash. This is also why all industry recommendations are to regularly check tire pressures and only inflate them when cold. Now back to those winter morning, low pressure warnings. Often you will hear something like,
"There's a low pressure warning when the car's first started, but after driving for a while the light goes off."
This makes perfect sense, as during driving, the air temperature inside the tire increases due to a number of different factors. Some examples of this are friction from the road surface, movement of the air within the tire, and heat dissipating from the brakes and other parts of the vehicle. So, as the temperature increases, the pressure in the tires follows suit, potentially bringing them back above the tolerance that triggers the low pressure warning and knocking out the annoying lamp. So, the next time you hear about a low pressure warning on a cold winter's day, with no evidence of unnatural air leakage from a puncture or deteriorated valve, just make sure the pressures are checked and suitably adjusted whilst cold, and you should be good to go again. And actually, those pesky tire pressure monitors are working perfectly fine after all. However, no one should rely on the vehicle to advise when tire pressures are low. The dashboard lamp only appears once the pressures have dropped enough to trigger the warning. Manually check the pressures regularly, adjust when necessary, and investigate further if you're topping up tires frequently. Oh, and one last thing. When the barbecues are being dusted off, don't forget to check and adjust the tire pressures again, to be ready for the higher ambient summer temperatures that the tires will then be subjected to.